Good news, Persona fans. The long-awaited and more recently revealed modern console ports of Persona 3 and Persona 4 have been given a release date. According to a tweet from Sega-owned publisher and developer ATLUS, the games will both arrive on PlayStation 4 on January 19th, early next year. Pricing is unclear, though, as noted by website Push Square. Persona 4 on Steam costs $24.99, so we can expect to pay around the same price. They will be on Game Pass if you are an Xbox person. The Persona franchise, which hails from the 90s and is known in Japan as Shin Megami Tensei Persona, has picked up steam in recent years, and although both of these games have seen multiple Western releases already, these ports represent the easiest way to play them yet, and are the first re-releases in its truly popular era, at least here in the West, that began when Persona 4 Golden launched on Vita in 2012. The series began in 1996 with a game called Persona Revelations on PS1 and was followed by a sequel on the same platform 2 years later. Persona 3 and 4 jumped to the PlayStation 2 late in that respective era and was followed by Persona 5 in 2016 in Japan and in 2017 in the West. The series Persona spun off from Shin Megami Tensei, itself a spin-off of an even older franchise called Digital Devil Story, which came to Japanese Famicoms in 1987 and never saw the light of day in the West. The aforementioned Shin Megami Tensei was a Super Famicom release from 1992. I think they might mean even the same thing. Dustin, Chris, I'll just spare you. Dustin, I thought of you instantly here. Now, it's important to note, I try to do my journalistic duties. ATLUS never says that these games are coming to PlayStation 4 on that date, but people are reporting it like that. I went and tried to find... So, let me back up. Remember, these games were revealed at the Xbox Showcase.
Yeah.
And then we found out later that they're also coming to PlayStation 4. I think it's a similar thing here where they're just not saying it. But if you go to the PlayStation, or I'm sorry, to the ATLUS tweet, you look at the image, it only has the Xbox logos, a Game Pass logo, and a PC logo, and a Switch logo. No,
yeah, I noticed that.
So I went and tried to find the actual press release. Usually there's a press release that they release, but I couldn't find one. I am sure that it's coming, but I just wanted to note that it actually doesn't say that it is. So maybe it's going to be at a later date. I don't know, but I doubt it. I'm just saying I try to do my due diligence. Now, with that said, Dustin, Persona's got a release date. It's sooner than I think we thought. Both the same days, which I think is weird.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, this is sneaky Phil Spencer at his best with these release dates. Is this something that Jim Ryan was saying, oh, people may buy Persona 4 and Persona 3 Portable on Xbox. They don't know about the option. Is that what he's talking about in Europe? Here's the thing, Colin, about this. I'm not pleased. Some of you may remember Persona 4 Golden is on my Metacritic draft.
Oh, yeah, you're just
missing. And it's by 19 days, I'm not getting the points for that. And I'm very curious that if it had come out in this year, where that draft would go. But hey, that's part of playing the game, so I lost out on that one. But either way, I will say about specifically Persona 4 Golden that this is without a doubt one of the best JRPGs of all time. I cannot recommend it enough. Having it available on PlayStation 4 is a huge win, and on Xbox, everywhere. I'm happy that this game is going to be the most accessible it's ever been. And I just can't recommend enough checking it out. I'm still disappointed about Persona 3 Portable being the version that was chosen overall. I don't even know, with the rumors about there being a Persona 3 remake, I don't know if I'm even going to play the Persona 3 Portable. In fact, I might actually play, I think you can play Persona 3 FES on PS3. You can download it even if you don't have a backwards compatible PS2. It's one of those games that you can buy. So I may just eventually play that version. But yeah, I'm a little disappointed in that still, but happy to see Persona 4 Golden. Trying to decide if I'm going to replay it around that time. It's going to be a very busy year. It's a very long game. But I am tempted by the idea of a platinum trophy for that. So we shall see.
Yeah, if the trophy for Persona 4 is the same as 3, dude, I am getting so many phone calls right now. It's actually driving me insane. So I'm just going to dump this now. It's my solar panel people calling because I got it. So I'm buying solar panels. It's a good company, but they were like all up my ass when they wanted me to sign the documents or whatever. So I did, and whatever, I'm getting it all done. I'm so glad I locked it in before the inflation's even getting worse. And then I just need like documents, everything's going, but they just don't answer me very quickly. And then, oh my God!
What's going on?
I'm getting called again. So anyway, they texted me today and were like, we just wanted to let you know that you can get $200 if you recommend any of your friends or neighbors to get, our service. And I'm like, that would be really great. But maybe you guys can answer my emails about getting my documents to my HOA that I've sent 3 different times. And now now they really want to talk. So
Yeah.
now it's an urgent.
Just put your phone on Do Not Disturb. That's what I do.
Jesus Christ. Give me a break, guys. Give me a break. I'm trying to do the right thing for the environment. I'm trying to lower my carbon footprint to a bare minimum. But what I was going to say was that Persona 4's Vita trophies require 2 playthroughs, I think, or 1 very well coordinated.
You can do it in 1. It's just very hard.
Yeah.
The Ultimate Rosette Fan trophy.
Right. Ultimate Rosette Fan. I got that one. I have that trophy.
That's a hard one to get.
I know. So, that's the one where you have to hear Rosette say everything in battle. She has like a different thing, like 10 different things to say when you're poisoned and 20 different things to say when you're confused. And you have to like just make sure you get them all. But I just got it naturally. I feel like some people are just running through these games and not grinding like one should grind. I'm much more interested about Persona 3 because I don't know anything about it. I want to play it. And looking at it and actually seeing the trailer, it was funny. I was like, I didn't realize how much they're the same. They're just the same games in terms of, it's like Mega Man, where there's like all sorts of different stuff, but they're very much the same in terms of the way they look and their setups and their aesthetics. And I'd be really even interested more to go back further. I want to see the old shit. Dude,
there's Hitler in the old ones. Straight up.
I heard that.
Straight up have Hitler in it. The one big thing with Persona 3, Colin, to my understanding, is that so the actual dungeon of Persona 3 is one set place. I believe it's called Tartarus. And whereas in Persona 4, you have all the different, styles of dungeons for the different characters. Whereas this one, you go to the same dungeon, and I want to say, I think it's procedurally generated every time. And a lot of people think that's one of the weakest aspects of the game. But you're right. Overall, the characters, like the character models, the format, very similar.
I'm texting this guy, just letting him know. I am recording and cannot talk. He's left me 2 voicemails. Yeah, I'm gonna say email works, and I will talk to you there. Thank you, and sorry for my unavailability today.
No, I would never apologize.
I like to be very polite to people. I am overly polite.
I like to do that as well, except I've learned to not do that with businesses. Is the thing.
Yeah.
You got to be a dick to businesses for some reason. I don't know why, but it's just the only thing they respond to for some fucking reason.
Okay. Persona 3 and 4. Solar panels. Lower footprint. Hopefully a more affordable electric bill in these trying times.